All things considered, it's been a very chilly week in Columbia. The weather today for opening day for South Carolina baseball was in the low 50s to begin the game, and then by the end, it was in the low 40s and a very chilly night with the wind blowing in. Because of that, Paul Mainieri knew this was going to be a game where South Carolina couldn't necessarily rely on the home run ball. He doesn't want his team to be known as a small ball group necessarily, but he knew today they were going to have to find ways to manufacture runs, whether it's hit and run, stolen bases, driving runs in, and that's exactly what the Gamecocks did in the later innings to pick up a 5-3 win over Sacred Heart, the first win of the Mainieri era. So in the seventh inning, that's where we're going to start things out. It's a 3-3 game. Sacred Heart had come back to tie the game after falling behind 3-1. And by the way, Dylan Eskew pitched a heck of a game. 5 innings of 1 run ball. He hit 4 batters, but he also finished with a career high 9 strikeouts and didn't walk a single batter. But getting back to the meat and potatoes of this how this game turned out. Blake Jackson leads off the 7th inning with a walk, steals second, moves over to third on a pitch in the dirt, and then with 2 outs, Henry Kazmar drives him in with an RBI single, and that proved to be the difference. Of course, Nolan Naraki in the next inning drove in another run to make it 5-3, but that would be enough for the Gamecocks to go ahead and get the win, and they got some really good outings out of the bullpen. Tyler Pitzer definitely struggled a little bit in this game. He only went a third of an inning, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, just didn't have his best stuff, but that's going to happen. Mainieri knows he'll be going back to him sometime this weekend and using him a lot in the future, and I would definitely expect that out of Pitzer moving forward, better outings that is. And then Parker Marlott came in and pitched some of his best baseball. We saw this at the end of last season when he pitched very well down the stretch in the postseason, in Hoover in the SEC tournament. Who could forget that outing he had against Kentucky? That was a good one. But tonight, 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks on 45 pitches. A very stellar outing, to say the least. Then the ninth, the new closer for South Carolina, the Bulldog, Brendan Sweeney. That's his nickname, by the way, according to Mainieri. And I'd heard a little bit about it beforehand in scrimmages and whatnot, but Mainieri officially confirmed Sweeney's nickname is the Bulldog because they want him to be a little bit meaner on the mound. But anyway, it only took 6 pitches for him to record the 3 outs he needed to retire the side and close out the first win of the season to start off 2025. And it's a good one, right? You know, you didn't blow out Sacred Heart like maybe, people have been used to in the past with some of these early weekend games to begin the year against mid-major opponents. But Sacred Heart's a good team, a scrappy bunch that won the regular season title last year in the Northeastern Conference, and they're going to be a good team this year for sure. So that is it for game 1 of the series against South Carolina. Picks up a 5-3 win. Game 2 is tomorrow at 2 p.m. All things are supposed to go on as scheduled. You can see the tarp is on the field behind me here, but according to USC, everything is on schedule tomorrow. And tomorrow is also Ray Tanner Day, where there will be a dedication ceremony for the field being named after him, as it's now Ray Tanner Field at Founders Park. So I believe gates open at 12:30. The ceremony starts at 1:30, and then first pitch is at 2 p.m. Matthew Becker will get the ball, make his first start of the year for the Gamecocks. So that's going to do it for now from Founders Park for the first time this season. For GamecockCentral.com, I'm Jack Veltri.